The appointment of another retired lieutenant general is also has actually been done by Emerson Mnangagwa. He seems to be mounting a lot of changes, both politically and also in terms of the institutions in Zimbabwe. About 11 minutes ago, the state media has also announced that Emerson Mnangagwa has, appointed another retired, retired general to the rank of actually lieutenant general. This conferment was actually done by General Matatu, and Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa is busy. It's quite clear that this is nothing less than coup proofing. Was it yesterday? We were also announcing the other actually promotion being done by Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. 150, more than 150 retired military generals has been eliminated, and there is a need now to bring in a new crop of the military generals that are loyal to Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. It is not only being done in the military, the purging is also being done in state institutions such as the judiciary system of Zimbabwe. A number of actually judges being appointed without following the due processes that were required according to the constitution of 2013. Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa is disregarding the fact that the Constitutional Amendment Act number 3 of 2026 is being challenged in the Constitutional Court. Many cases have been filed by various organizations and individuals. And Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa disregards that. Just imagine what would be the consequences of the courts actually rendering Constitutional Amendment Act number 3 an illegal instrument. What will happen? He is aware, he has been assured by the judges that he appoints that will defend you at the Constitutional Court, hit the job running. And the pace at which he is undertaking these promotions tells us that this man is a man that is in serious trouble. He senses trouble and he wants to try to prevent trouble. Will he be successful? We are watching as we actually see him doing these patches. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Honipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So according to the state media, specifically the Herald, it says General Matatu confers Lieutenant General rank on Moyo at retirement ceremony. Zimbabwe Defense Forces Commander General Emmanuel Matatu confers the rank of Lieutenant General on Thomas Moyo upon his retirement during an investiture ceremony held at the Zimbabwe Defense House in Harare today. You can tell that military personnel are being reshuffled, and he is putting people that he hope will be loyal to him. Let me get comments from individuals. Flex Chivanganye on that story says one day he will come back as the army commander. For now, Agumbo and Gunoita ambassador somewhere. Someone says happy retirement. They didn't hear the announcement properly. You see, he was retiring, but he has been promoted. He has been given a rank of lieutenant general, which means he joins. There may be also some reshuffles on the horizon, or he joins the current crop of the national leadership of the army. It's one of the biggest rank in the military to be a lieutenant general. It means you are in charge of the Zimbabwe military. It's paging per se, and we are seeing deployment of loyalists of Emerson Mnangagwa to various institutions, and is a key institution. Why do I say so? Because this is an institution which determined Emerson Mnangagwa to be the president of the Republic of Zimbabwe. At that time, the leader of that institution was retired General Chiwenga, and Emerson Mnangagwa, ever since he was appointed by that institution, we've seen a staggering deaths of more than 150 retired military generals, and that does not happen even in a war-torn country to lose such a number of retired military generals. But it has happened in Zimbabwe, and we are seeing the process of, it's like someone is getting rid of a certain group of retired military generals and replacing them with a certain group also of other retired military generals and under the stewardship of Matatu being a former liberation fighter under Zipra. Emerson Mnangagwa seems to trust him. He took the reins from Valerio Smanda, and also one of the individuals trusted by Emerson Mnangagwa to be in charge of the army, that is Aisha Walter Tafumane, a Mnangagwa loyalist who helped him run very chaotic elections, but ensured that Emerson Mnangagwa, in spite of chaos, lends to the presidency. That was in 2023 elections. And he has been rewarded with a military role. But the mind-boggling question, does he have the experience and the expertise to actually be in charge of that particular job? You know, as much as Mnangagwa is fighting factionalism, also is putting the interest of the nation at risk, because just imagine having amateurs at the helm of the military. We know that Aisha Walter Tafumane, in terms of military ranks, he has no combat experience. He has never actually been involved in a combat fighting. But Emerson Mnangagwa saw him as the right person to discharge his duties, to lead people with combat experience. And that is why we've seen so much actual rejection of Aisha Walter Tafumane, of course, military juniors being punished, and we have never followed that story. Unfortunately, such stories in Zimbabwe are concealed. Sometimes the mere fact that they were punished and Zimbabweans did nothing, they may have been killed altogether, and Zimbabweans will actually do nothing. They will watch the events unfolding in Zimbabwe. I don't know when exactly will we act, but from the way Emerson Mnangagwa is doing things, definitely he will push the people of Zimbabwe, even the educated ones who are saying, us, we don't want protest. You will see yourself protesting. People are actually, their homes are being destroyed. 5,000 homes in Harare, they will be destroyed. There is an opposition which keeps on saying we will form a political party. But look at what ZANU-PF is doing. When are you going to step in? You want to come and step in when already the damage has been done? You know, that is the question, because Mnangagwa is up to no good. He is up to no good to the people of Zimbabwe from the way things are unfolding. And he is actually working hard on protecting himself. So in the judiciary, you will have judges that are loyalists of Emerson Mnangagwa, former members of the lawyers for ED. In the military, you will have the generals that are loyalists of Emmerson Tambutso Mnangagwa in the payroll of Zwikanandas. In all government entities, you will have the loyalist of Emmerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. In simple terms, you would be cashed. It shows that this man is building up to something. The person who is acting in such a manner shows because the process of appointing judges, according to the Constitution of 2013, was long. He could not have appointed this number of loyalists within a very short space of time. They were supposed to be subjected to interviews, shortlisting. It's a very long process, being watched by the people of Zimbabwe, and Zimbabwe actually getting to realize their incompetencies, as it was done last time. They were highly embarrassed. These so-called lawyers for ED were appointed as magistrate. If you are a politician in Zimbabwe and you go to a magistrate court applying for a bail, no magistrate will actually grant you a bail. These magistrates were appointed by Mnangagwa not based on merit, but based on loyalty, coming from a group of lawyers for ET. You see, all these parallel structures, we've seen politically the parallel structures, the aiders of Emmerson Tambutso Mnangagwa being rewarded, even the agents of Emmerson Tambutso Mnangagwa being rewarded with positions of influence. So what does this mean? It means in all state institutions, Mnangagwa these institutions would be manned by the loyalist of Mnangagwa in all the courts. So as a citizen, if you stand against him, or it makes it difficult for political parties and pressure groups to exist within Zimbabwe. We will now have governments in exile. And as long as people are not ready to confront their situation, Emmerson Tambutso Mnangagwa will continue to act in such a manner. Now, these promoted generals, are they safe? When he has used them, I always make an example. There were parties with Chiwenga. Chiwenga even risked his life with likes of Ansela Msenyato. They risked their lives against Robert Gabriel Mugabe, perceived to be dangerous, put the military on the streets, and they gave power to Mnangagwa. He forgot them. Within a space of a year, already there was conflict between the military generals and Emmerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. And this conflict leads us to where we are today. Who will then be the savior? Let's watch and see as events unfold. Thank you very much for watching us. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and the stars.